Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Round 80!
All day, dog.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Allen. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. On third and long, it's Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep for his tight end play. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now here's Mahomes. This complete to Jones. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yellow. Go, Lou, lady.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, pardon me, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10. That's the end of the
Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. We're scoreless after one.
all day, every day, any day. 25, check 25, check 25. Done.
Throwing is Allen on third. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact that
Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He goes underneath to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We own them. Switch. Joker. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Middle.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's out to his running back, Michelle. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alert.
On 2nd down now, Michelle, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Pass. Watch the screen.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Hey, Delta. I smell fear in that offense. Alert. I smell fear in that offense.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, Michelle, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them.
They've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Yellow. That's all they need. 58 right there. You must be dreaming. Yellow. 58 for Mike. 58. Smoke, Mike. All right.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jam. That's 10. Check
Now Allen to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
36.
Allen to throw once more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Bengals 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Allen going up top for Kupp. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He dumps it down to Ingram. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 15. That's a what? That's a what? That's a what? That's a what? Chopper. Chopper.
They'll go again to McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
We got this.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Attack. 54. I got you, Pop. Right.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
I got it. Double time. 4 down. Regular.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Alert flare. Check 4. Middle. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Open man, here's Foster. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run with Michel, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
90 is the mic. Let's get it together, deep. Pass 85, pass 85. 90 is the mic. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On first down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Bengals take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Herring. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Raiders 31, Bengals 17.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check 83, ball's going to 83.
Single receiver. Over there. Single receiver.
Lucky.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away from... And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Oakland, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the bees to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, dog pounders surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now it's Gore. And running room scarce here. He's going to be... He stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Frank Clark there on the stop. No gain on the play. And it brings up third.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo going deep for Hopkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
52's the line. Push him back.
Right side.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Don't be scared of it.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flushed out right. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, come on. I know he ain't got it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 7, Bengals nothing. Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you're to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
50 yellow. Check. Hey, 43.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
58 to Mike. Let's pick us. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Garoppolo now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Below Nichols, able to get him for a loss of about 3.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The open man here, Renfro. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, fortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your yellow. Take you to
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jones has it. That one goes for 30 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's complete to Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mahomes firing complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes to throw once more. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Kill, turn up. Motion.
Hey, Ripley.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yellow, 180! Pick your game up!
From the 41, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! We won it! Come on!
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 180!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. 180!
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll run. This is Kamara.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They come out here in the eye. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
It's 21. Watch the screen.
They run. It's Kamara. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Mike 51. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right there. Blue down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Steven Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Emmanuel Ogbah brought him down. A 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Martin. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion, watch 10, watch 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
An ideal down and distance, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One final try for Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one